don't want me to turn it. If I turn it, it's like, no, rotate it back. Okay. We're right side up. We're vertical today, guys. All right. So, I did a reading earlier. Um, yeah. And it's funny because then I was sitting inside and I have an almost 11-month-old baby, and she was going after my good deck, and that I didn't want no touchy. So I was like, yeah, no. So I put that away, and I was like, look, if you want a deck to dick around with, here. And I gave her like the first custom deck that I had laminated. So and when my printer was running low of ink, so it went from like golden cards to like pinkish cards. When it has low ink. Anyways, so yeah, so I was like, here you go, and she's bending them away and playing around with them, right? So she starts picking up cards, and I take a picture. She's flashing. What was the first one? The hangman. Yeah, the hangman. She was holding on to the hangman and stuff. And so anyway, so she puts it on the ground. I give it back to her, and I take the picture, and she flashes up the hangman, and so it's like, oh, it was cute. It was a really cute picture. So I take a picture of that, and then she's kind of like playing around. All the cards are scattered and everything. She's playing around with the cards, and then she lifts. Okay, I'll get back to you on that in a second. And so she lifts up the Ace of Swords, which is truth coming out. There's the Ace of Truth being in your truth. A bit of what I was talking about earlier. And then then I'm taking a picture, and then she has the Hierophant, the higher, and the Knight of Swords. And then she takes the Knight of Swords and puts it on my iPad, and she's like and it's the Knight of Swords. So meanwhile, I'm in this group on Facebook called the Empress Club. If you want to look her up, she's always positive. She's a delight. Mary Jo is awesome. Okay, and she does a bunch of like different signs for free and everything. And she's daily. She's really good. Um, Sometimes when I kind of want to hear it as it is, the even the cold hard truth, she's not one to get that from. But if you want a positive message, and she's about love, and you know what, you should really check her out. She's under YouTube under Soulful Revolution. Okay, Soulful Revolution. And then she has a Facebook called Empress Club. So I posted my baby with the hanged man on the Empress Club, and so we started a conversation with someone on there, and then I was showing the other pictures, and then she's a reader, so she was reading them. I knew what they meant, but she was reading them for everyone, and she's like, so the truth is coming in. The truth is coming in because of the eclipse, because of the moon. Truth is coming out. The Knight of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the hangman is what you're getting rid of. You're like, you're stuck. This goes a lot with a lot of my readings lately. So being the hangman, being stuck, being in your mind, being shut out and not wanting to, or waiting for the truth or waiting on the truth. But sometimes you have to do the spark to light it, right? So anyways, the truth is coming in now. So then I was like, and then we were talking about the Queen of Swords, because we had that moment. I had that moment yesterday, and the queen is like the badass, off with their heads. I know what I want. I speak the truth. Did in a cold hard. Let's go. All right, so everything's coming out right now. So, anyways, we were talking about Tower. So this deck is called the After Tarot, and the After Tarot shows you what happens immediately after the card. All right, so kid you not. The Queen of Swords, after it, it's the exact same card, except, shoot, I should find it. You know what, let me find her. Except the only difference is there's a yellow butterfly on top of her sword after, and she's kind of just staring up at it, like, and yellow butterflies mean, like, hope, and, you're going into something nice, it's kind of peaceful, giving you peace, knowing that you're going into a nice phase, into more hopeful part. Where the hell is she? Of course, it's always on the like end of the deck. I have to cycle through everything to find them. Oh my God, she doesn't want to be seen. Oh, there she is. Finally, yeah. There was 3 more cards left. So you had this, you had the High Priestess, which is another one that doesn't change much, and apparently the wild card. Yeah, the wild card. That's not there. And look, the Hangman. We're just talking about the Hangman. Funny how all the same cards come up. I kid you not. We were talking about Hangman, and then we were talking about the swords and the yellow butterfly. And then when I took out this deck, because I have the deck we were talking about, the top of the deck card was the Knight of Swords, and the bottom of the deck card was the Tower. After the tower got struck by the lightning, and the man fell to the ground. He's done. He's defeated, and the tower is about to collapse. And the Knight of Swords, whereas the original card, he's on his horse and he's coming in with the sword of truth. Well, now he's coming in with some pretty brutal words. I mean, look at him. He's pissed. He's pissed. He's coming. And this guy holds the cross. He doesn't care if he's holy or not. He's going to have his say. It's his say or the highway. This kind of person that's coming in right now. Okay, so it's not it's nice to get the truth, but he doesn't give a shit. He's gonna say it the way he's gonna say it. And meanwhile, you're like off with their heads, but hey, look at the pretty butterfly. Okay, be careful. Be careful. The harsh truth is coming. And then a hangman. Well, that's it. He's been hanging out for so long. And then she's like, oh my God, I feel bad for you. Like, that must suck with all that blood rushing to your head. Like, here's some water. Are you thirsty? Are you feeling like that compassionate person that's like, come on. I mean, man, I hope to God that if I want to speak the truth with someone, it's with the hangman. And you're there to offer to help, not have that frigging garbage. All right. Okay, I'm sorry. You know what? I was going to do that, but I will for you, but I need another deck. Hold on. I don't know what that's about. My dog kind of went nuts out there, barking at, who knows. Maybe the postman. I don't know. But I already got the post I wanted anyways. Alright. For that, I will take a more classic. Hold on. Let's see what my dumb dog is barking at. Ugh, she's gonna wake up the baby. She's barking at my neighbor's kid. The neighbor's kid, because I have three daughters. My 8-year-old and 4-year-olds are at daycare and at summer thingy. And so I guess he forgot. So he's looking for her. All right, stupid dog. Wake up the baby. All right, so I might pull an after tarot after, but this is more classic. So, thank you. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you can never forget to pray. All right, and I pray all the time, even before these come out, so that it's divinely godly guidance, good in the good light, right? All right, so you got the Queen of Cups, which is nice. It's nice. You're feeling emotional. You're feeling like you want to give in your love. You want to give the light, the light. Like you to the people that are important. Like, and he sees you as someone very loving and a water sign. There you go. Yay. Okay. Um, all right. Anyways. Okay. So this is what he's thinking of you right now, that you want to know what he's thinking, right? Just so that I can put the proper energy to it. Okay. Because he sees you as this. Okay. Wait. I need to put it down. I kind of keep my pile of ones because I can't. I need a table, but I don't have the prepper set up for that. All right. All right. What is he thinking? How he looks at you. That's good. That is good. Yes, it's good. The Queen of Cups is very emotional. She doesn't mind sharing her feelings and showing her love. And sometimes it might not be through words. It could be expressions and things that she does. But she's very like, emotional and and it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't always come out through words. You know what I mean? You can be emotional and and hold it in and express it in little things, and little things like even a joke that you would make, the way the joke is, and like it's only you and him understand, and I think those are the best moments. You know what? That's what makes relationships so hard is when you're going in this dark place with somebody, is sitting back and then you have this flash of a good moment, a good joke between the two of you, and you're like, man, that's what I love. That's what I want back. That's what I miss. You know what I mean? And it's in those moments that you express yourself to the fullest to who you are, you know? And it sucks, and because I'm like that in a lot of sense too, and when the other person doesn't seem to show it or expresses it in a weird way, because especially guys have a way different approach to their feelings, and a lot of them shut them down, and then you're left kind of like, but I'm showing you how I feel. What about you? And then and then they seem to feel like they do justify their emotions in their own ways, but they don't do it in words neither. So you're left a lot of times wondering their true intentions. So like, is this done out of love, or is it done out of ego? Is it done out of your own personal gain? Like, but are you doing it for me and you, or are you just doing it for you? I mean, like that. That is where, and then they'll say little things that make you kind of go, yeah, he does, and you get it. You get it, but sometimes it'd be so much easier if they would just express it in words or in better actions. You know what I mean? Oh, wait, how do you put this in live chat? Okay, there we go. Yeah, yeah, exactly, different, and so frustrating. It's so frustrating. I know. I hear you, man. I hear you, man, on that one. Oh shit. I do ever. All right. Ooh, getting that card. Oh, was there some heartbreak somewhere? Is this past heartbreak, or is this new heartbreak? This is a heartbreak card. It is one of the saddest cards in the deck. It pretty much is. And, wasn't it? Oh man, I hated it. I hate being the bearer of the bad news. Like, whenever I see it, like, oh shit. Oh, I know. You know what? So there's a lot of lingering things associated with this still. It's, things that are in the past have a tend to resurface itself somehow. One of the two usually resurfaces it in some way, shape, or form. But, well, it looks like a lot of it has to do with this eclipse and this moon. Because we have the moon card. Do you happen to be a Pisces by chance? Because that's Pisces card. And Cancer, we just got out of Cancer, and Scorpio. Scorpio. Here's the Scorpio, right there. Yeah, Pisces, yeah, you Pisces. Ah, you're appearing all the time. There's some crazy Pisces energy going on right now. Crazy. Wow. Holy crap. Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Oh, so, okay, a lot of old feelings is going to be brought up to the surface right now. But we have the victory cards. So, you know what? I was just talking about the victory this morning, that sometimes in victory, it feels victory, but then at the same time it doesn't. You know, like, yeah, sometimes you're like, yeah, I feel good. Like we had this chat, or I realize I have this realization of things, and now I can go forward with this realization of where we are and where we stand. But he's over here still. See, because not two people aren't usually at the same place. So once you have that aha moment, have that realization, doesn't mean that he's not. So he has still some things on the mind. And it's like, okay, I know I have to go forward here. Okay, I know. And, you know, but there's still attachments here. He's not really, he's kind of like, I'm not sure if I'm going to go away from these things too. Like, there's something that's keeping him tied to another aspect here that can't fully go forward. There's something kind of like blocking. Yeah, there's a blocking. So, third party, another person, possibly. Third party, it is the three. It is the three. Is that you and another person? You, him, and another person? You, him, and other reasons? Children? Oh, that wasp! Oh, would he make a decision? Let's see. Let's see. That wasp. I think we have to make friends with the wasp. You know what? If we give the wasp good energy and stop backing up and being fearful of it, he'll just kind of buzz around and leave us alone. Huh. Hmm. I don't think he's. Mm. See, as opposed to the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups is very reserved. He is very actually bottled in. His emotions, he holds them inside. Very much so. So he is thinking a lot, though. He is in his mind thinking a lot about those things and probably about past sorrows and how to move forward. But you don't, there's forgive and forget, but you don't always forget, and it's always stuck in the back of the mind, right? Yeah, so he is, he very thinks, when it comes to emotional things, he likes to think it through. He doesn't like to come on strong because he feels like he needs to really piece it out first. Oh, and there's decisions to be made. Decisions. He's making a decision on something. He's stuck in between two people, two things, two options. That looks like two options. He's got the blindfold on, and he's like, oh man, I know I need to make a choice. And then he's trying to think a lot about it. And like, how can I make that choice and go forward? And it's under the moon, so yeah, stuck between two thoughts, two ideas, two people, and it looks like from the wands that, yeah. Well, not that wand, but I like that wand. That one's a hopeful wand, anyways. Even though you don't always feel victorious, it is a very like, I feel like I know I'm good. Like, or maybe he's portraying himself to be that way. Like portraying him to be like, I've got it all under control. I know what I want. People love me. Is he in the spotlight somehow? Is he a boss somehow? Is he a manager? Does he feel important? So he kind of focuses on the things that makes him feel important, but meanwhile he's still stuck in his emotions in his brain, really pondering it out because he has to make a decision on something. And he's blindfolded. Like, he knows, his mind knows. He doesn't want to see it, though. He doesn't want to see it. He kind of wants to just chill out. Where did that one go? Oh, here it is. It's in my hand. He just wants to chill out and be like, okay, all right, baby steps. I think we're going this way. All right, and you two. I'm just gonna hold you close, just in case I need to turn around. I need an extra stick. Yeah, I understand the frame of thinking. Like we all go there sometimes. We're like, all right, you know what? I'm not too sure, so I'm just gonna take snail pace here. Snail pace. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Snail pace, you know, and then while you're going, I mean, the hangman keeps coming up, so a lot of people are just hanging out. You know, like at least he's taking some steps. At least he's taking steps towards you. So he's not just hanging there. You know, I mean, you can be hanging there and thinking, or you could be like, okay, well, I'm still making my effort here, but it's a slow effort. It's slow. I'd love to see the King of Pentacles come out. That would be great. Then you really got a slow motherfucker on you. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Okay. Another awe card. But it's the first one, which says to me it is again the past. Alright? Was that you? Oh man. At one point it was brutal. It was brutal. Can't sleep at night. You awake thinking of it all the time. Oh man, been there. I hate this part of it. But this to me being yeah. Yeah, this is what you're coming out of, right? That I hope you're coming out of there cuz being stuck in it sucks. Yeah, I know, me too. Me too, it was last month. That's why the towers are ripping themselves down now. It's like none of that anymore. I'm like I'm tired. It's so draining. So draining. It sucks. But then you know you keep piecing it out in your mind over and over and over and over again. But you know what? Sometimes it's kind of good too because well you know it's really important to you. And then when you do, okay, when you do have him coming in, here we go. We have our fucking night again. And when he does come running in with the truth and da 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 and bringing up the past and bringing stuff, at least you'll have spent that time expecting this to happen. Because we all want to come in with it eventually to deal with this. Because this means there's no closure. You're in it, and you're dealing with it, and you feel like there's no end, there's no closure. And he needs to come in so that closure happens. Or it doesn't happen, but at least you know the truth has to come out eventually so that you don't be in this anymore, right? So right now, yeah, we sure as hell are getting the nights coming in now. Like I said though, do you do something to spark it, right? Because this one came before this one actually. So it came in this order. All right? So here he has it again. But so now it seems he dropped that third staff, right? He's just like, okay, I no longer need it, and now there's a decision between two. Oh, I know. It is so hard to do. It's so hard to do. But you know what? You know what? If the universe wants you to reach out, they will tell you. Like when it came to me, I had it set in my head. Didn't want to have talk to him anymore. Didn't want to have anything to do with it anymore. I already realized what I needed to do. He was too toxic. That's it. That's all. And then all of a sudden, like a light bulb moment was like, write this to him, like right, and then that sparked everything. Like you know what I mean? And I didn't, I didn't think I was going to be the one to light the match, but it was like, and it started everything. And sometimes you need to light that match, or else how long do you want to stay in there? You know? And then you got the King of Wands. So there's a lot of fire energy. Is he fire? Or no, is he water too? Or is he fire? So fire is Leo, Sagittarius, and Leo, Sagittarius, and is it no, Aries? Aries? Aries. No. Yes. Aries. Is it? Is it Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries? Aries is that kind of like hidden one from me. Like, I don't. Every sign has one they don't pay attention to. Aries, yeah, okay, Aries, yeah, Aries is the other one. Yeah, I don't know. It's like everyone, all the Cappies always come and have battles with Aries for some reason. I don't know. It's like that sign I ignore. I don't know many Aries, to be honest. So, or Aries and Taurus, I don't know many of them. They're spring babies. I make friends with winter babies, it seems. All right. So, okay. Let's see how he's going to react to this moon energy. Oh. Well, he's offering you the cup. So, apparently, he's the Knight of Truth. So, it might be harsh words. It might be harsh words. Yeah. November. My kid's a Sag. Yeah. She's November 30th. She was supposed to be a Capricorn like me, but she came out early. She ended up a Sagittarius. I have two fires. I have a Leo kid and a Sagittarius kid. And then I'm Earth and the baby is Virgo Earth. You know what? I gotta say that the winter signs, they're like strong people. They're like fierce people. That's why I make friends with them. Scorpio, Sagittarius, uh, Libra less, but yeah, Cappies, yeah, winter babies, Aquas, yeah, and Pisces. Yeah, my friends are Pisces. Yeah, no shit, no shit, Sagittarius. You guys are centaurs with bows. I'm like, come on, how kick-ass is that? You could be like, ooh, playing with the water like Aquarius, or you could be a half horseman with a bow. Damn right. All right. Hmm. That's right. I think I have some Sagittarius in my chart. I am a Sagittarius Mercury? Mercury? I think it's Mercury. Or Mars? Mercury? I don't know. Mercury, I think. I'm a Sag Mercury. No, I'm a winter baby. I'm a Capricorn. December 28th, 3 days after Christmas. I'm a Cappy. We're like stubborn as hell though. Holy balls. And the toxic one I was dealing with, Capricorn too. Double Cappy is not good. No wonder I had so many problems. All right. And I also deal with a Scorpio. Scorpio, you guys are chill. I like Scorps. One of my good friends are Scorps too. So they're easy to jive with if you know them right. Yeah, yeah, yes, yeah. The winter babies, they kind of chill out. All right, so you have six of. So this was the question was how the males are. So let's just call them the DMs, the divine males are taking the moon energy during this eclipse. So it looks like he's very giving and very generous right now through it. So you know what? If he does come in with the truth, he's feeling very generous. So, and you got the ace of, I just pulled it out, right? The ace of cups. It just did, right? Oh my god. I gotta stop just throwing everything around because I can't find it after. I know I did show the ace of cups. What the hell? It's like, oh man, why? Every time I go look, no, I don't know. It disappeared. Maybe I put it back in the day. I don't know. Whatever. You had the Ace of Cups. I don't know if I showed it, but it was the Ace of Cups. I don't know where I put it though. Whatever. You saw it. Yeah. Well, Ace of Cups. So he's coming in to hand that cup, the cup of emotions, the cup of, and since we're getting the Knight of Swords, well, we know that the truth is coming in, and he is going to bring in emotions with it and be very generous. But again, he's struggling to make a decision. Again, here we have another struggling. balancing it out, trying to weigh the pros and the cons right now on things. So he's very in contemplation right now. And then we have the knight. Wait, is it the page? The page of cups. So here he is. So you have the ace, and he's offering that cup. All right. He doesn't quite know it all, and he hasn't quite pieced it all out. But for what he does understand, he's willing to share that with. Okay. Like he knows that you're important. So he kind of rolls with that right now, even though he can't make a final judgment decision. And he's still weighing out the pros and cons. He's still trying to understand. Yeah, that's yeah. I'm glad you're okay, dude. Like it'd be nice if you would just kind of say something and just talk. But this is a guy that is in fulfillment of his desires and his dreams. He's kind of just chilling out, and he's got lots of cups, and he's kind of just hanging out, just living in the moment, right? So I think he's just living with what makes him happy right now, and not putting that much thought into, like setting anything in stone in motion. Because there's a lot of emotions here. There's a lot of cups. There's a lot of going with the flow type energy. Whereas the wands is putting things into motion. But the only ones that we've gotten so far is it's the two and the three, and he's just waiting for the ships to sail or to come in. He's just kind of hanging out and like, oh, go with the flow right now. And he has all these dreams and demand. He seems to feel happy and feels generous, and he can share it. And he definitely wants to share his emotions and share his generosity out with you and kind of go with the flow, but he's still weighing out shit. And then but then you can join that. You can join that energy. You can join that energy and kind of be with it. But you might not get the answer you're looking for. Because, see, I don't think he's ready to make a final decision. And is he the type of person that waits until he's finally decided on something to realize? And because a lot of people, they want something to go forward with, that feeling of going forward and of progression. And when you're not going to school and you're just in their job, and that's when it becomes stagnant a bit, because then you're in your job and you've been doing it for 5 years, and the stuff is the same and the drama is the same, and that's when people get stuck. But then when you're like going for progression and you're working on something, whether it's promotions or on something new or whatever, then you have that feeling of you're going somewhere, and people tend to focus on that a lot. And there's a lot of pentacles there, which is focusing on material gain and projects and creativity. It's like me with karate, and that's something that lets me allow me to use my creative self and go forward, kind of like that. Yeah, yeah. Hey, how are you? Well, what's stopping you from saying, hey, how are you? Why aren't you? Are you? Are you? Are you? Some people wait for the other person to do stuff. Some people aren't like take charge. They kind of just wait back and wait and see you react. People like to play with that too. They'll like play little things to make you react. Sure. You know what? Before we end that one, I'm going to. Did I pick from the after? I don't even remember. See, I get in the zone that I don't even remember what I do. So I will pull one more for that, just for that. The Hermit. So now all of a sudden he's got the snake and the dogs beside him. But that one's a lot like its original cards too. You know, and he's taking with him the snake. But see how? it's not biting him, and he's not even fearful of its biting. It's like I can accept the darkness, I can accept the bad, and I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of it because it's not going to bite me because it knows. It knows that I'm on this path, and it knows that it's okay as well. We have this mutual understanding, so it's all right. He won't bite me. And his companion dog, he's watching out for him. And it's like you're going down that path, and you know you're shining the light for others to come, and you know that you can take the good and the bad with you and work with it. Hmm. God, I keep having to press on it to read. Oh, you're in blocked? Damn, I'm the one that took him off. And then when we had our chat the other day, I'm like, okay, I guess you can put me back. I'll re-request. And he was all like, you blocked me? Like not in a he's pissed way, but like, and I was like, no, I just unfriended. So I'll send you new requests. So he has two accounts. He added me in one, and I was like, fine, whatever. I don't give a shit. You know what? The stuff I want him to see, I make public anyways, whether he's my friend or not. Whatever. Such a dumb dodo. Dumb dodos. Alright, so he's taking the swords with him and he's looking up behind him, kind of like, ha ha, ha ha. And the lovers are now joining hands. They understand each other. Oh, and look, you have Michael in the back holding up the sword of truth. There's our Knight of Pentacles. See? He's just chilling. Your dude's just chilling. It's baby steps for sure, man. And he's like, I got this pentacle. I'm good. I'm good. You can't force me to do shit. I'm good. I'm just chilling on my horse. He's the slowest dude. I'm gonna call him a turtle. He's just turtling. Turtle, turtle, turtle. You know what? I played Warcraft for years, and a turtle is someone that just follows and just, dicks around and does nothing productive for anything. Just turtles the game, And you're like fucking turtles. This kind of feels like that. Fucking turtles. Stop turtling. Got to the chase, man. But we did get the Knight of Swords, so there's progress there. There is some progress. But he's turtling. I know. I hate stagnation. Don't we all? Um, that's Capricorn. I hate that we have that card, but you know what? I've grown to accept it. And oh, so yeah, they're kind of getting it on. And that snake from the hermit. Oh, look, he's got his tongue out. He's a creep. He's a creepy snake. He's pretty friggin' creepy. I mean, what do you expect from devil energy, though, right? Yeah, we are grounded, folks, though, and we're headstrong and super stubborn. If it's not our way, yeah, I hate dealing with them. But you know what? We're loving too, and we have fun. We do, and that's what I was getting back earlier. That you sit back and go, remember that, and we kind of had that moment the other day too. Everything's so effed up between the two of us, but then at the end there, it was kind of like, we just started being our normal selves again and just talking like without the bullshit, and it just felt normal again. And it was like, I miss that. I miss that. I wish all this bullshit was not there. Like, it sucks. And it sucks being stagnant and just sitting back and going, fuck, why does it have to be this way? It sucks. It so sucks. And the nine. The Nine of Wands is carrying a lot of burdens. A lot of burdens. Just tired of it. That's stagnation right there. And then the other dude's now joining you with the burdens. Because in the original card, it's just him, and he's just kind of like, God, there's so much crap. Am I going to get rid of it? Am I going to just make a choice, take that one stick, and go move forward? Because there's just so much bullshit. There's so much drama. There's so much crap. And then he's like, all right, if you're, I'm going to share this burden with you. You know what? You're sitting here by yourself with all these sticks, Man, they all have a little bit of hope to them all, you know, but there's so many. And he's like, you know what, why don't I just join you with the bullshit? I think a lot of us are joining each other with the bullshit. I think when it comes down to it. Anyways. See, you know, it's funny how you're talking about things and then they just show up. It's so weird. It's weird like that. That is God doing its work, I'm telling you, right there. Okay? And you were talking about bringing God into it. There it is. Michael's right behind somewhere in there too. Michael's been always around. What, the last live stream, every single one that I did had Michael show up as the card. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. All right, someone asked me for a lot of chat. Someone asked me for a reading, right? Anson? Is there something specific? What's coming? Career and love. Oh. Well, the cards decide for you what we're looking at, but you can send their overall energy and it'll tell you what you need to hear. Sometimes it goes in weird directions, though. Dealing with a Pisces. See? That's why I keep getting Pisces all the time. All the time. And not only that, you guys, Pisces are the moon. It's the moon card. It's the duality, the double fish, the yin and the yang, the intuitiveness, the aspiration side, the secrets. Lots of secrets with Pisces. A lot of secrets, and you're stuck trying to figure them all out all the time because they have so many secrets. They're water signs, so they don't keep it all to themselves. And you're always stuck trying to figure out their secrets. Look, we got him again. We got him last for the other reading. The Page of Cups. Mm. I like McDonald's coffee better, but I get free delivery of coffee from my neighbors, so I will take Tim Hortons. So that is my cup for today. Have a cup of coffee. Your tower just fell. Whatever. I'm gonna build a new one anyways. For now, let it be rubble and just drink some coffee. That's my cup. That's my cup for today. For the full moon day. I'll have some coffee. No, I feel better though. I feel better. Like, you know what? That last reading made me think too. You know what? Sometimes it's funny how readings for others make me think because I relate to it as well. And then I'm like, yeah, that's true. You know, like sometimes you need to just let him turtle. Let him turtle. Just let him turtle. Whatever. He knows he's wrong. Okay? He knows he's wrong. Okay? And you know what? Us Capricorns are really good at words. You know, when we want to bring our message through and we put it through, we say it very well. And I think Pisces are like that too. You know, so like when they drop the bomb on you, they drop on it hard. And it's like, damn, you know, like that's the kind of shit that they. No wonder they're turtling. You know, like, if they were turtling before, they're like, back to hangman. Shit, those words are, yeah. Phew. Maybe I'm the Knight of Swords. Yeah. Ugh. If you're dealing with a cap, yeah, damn. It's, woof. Especially when you're doing it to a Capricorn too, on top of it. Shit, he knows it's the game. He knows how it is because he's good at it too. Fuck. Strength, right? Yes, strength. Strength. Well, I don't know why I second doubted that, but have the strength. Have the strength. Is there something you need strength with? Something you need to be strong? You need to face something? You know, like there's a lot. She's like opening the mouth of a lion here, and she's not afraid. She's got the infinity over her head, and she's just like, I'm good. You know what? If he bites me, well, that sucks. It sucks. But at least, you know what I mean? Like, he should know. He should know that I'm the Empress. I'm loving and nurturing and kind. So I shouldn't be afraid of his bite. And he should allow me to just open it up and have trust. have trust in me that I can, that I'm not there to hurt him. I'm not there to betray him or betray his trust. You know, and he needs to be, to find that strength too, like, you know, strength to acknowledge that you're a strong person. And does he, I think he sees you as that, and he won't bite. But do you feel like he's biting a lot? But you're not afraid of him. You're like, whatever, you know, he's gonna try to hurt me, or he's gonna try to say some words or whatever, but I can take it. I'm strong. I'm strong. I can deal with it. So if he offers me some cups, it's good. Because I'm strong and I can deal if he bites. I'll deal with it. Sucks. No one wants to be bitten. That's good. That's good. Hmm. It's the Knight of Wands. He's coming in. He's coming in. Not strong, but he's coming in. He's putting action to something. Yeah. He wants to go to another level now. He's coming in. He's gonna send you. He's gonna show it to you. This is Wands, where the swords is about coming in with the truth and verbal and conversations, whereas Wands it's actions. So he's coming in to do something. He's gonna take charge on something, and you can reap those rewards. Right? So whatever he's coming in to do, okay, you can reap the rewards. You can enjoy it. You can like, oh, yeah, finally. That feels like that. It's like, oh, finally. I can just enjoy it now. You know, the birds come in here to sing their song. It's a beautiful day. You just like, you know, you share those pentacles together. You share that wealth. You share that, you know, wealth doesn't have to be in money. It can be in just understanding and happiness and creativity and family and, you know, friendship. Yeah. Well, it looks like he's moving on. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. See? Yeah. See, he's, we just went over that card about and the after one where Buddy comes and joins in and hangs out. Okay, so this is the 9. So 10 is usually completion, whereas 9 he's finally taking that, he's putting the burdens, putting the other stuff behind him, and he's focusing on one thing. And here he is coming in with that one sword, comes in, and the 10, the 10 is having it, is completion, is, you know, it would be the completion for this person, whereas he's coming in to complete. I think this is Buddy. This is Buddy from the after one. Do I have it here still? Oh, I must have put it away. Where's my buddy? Oh man. See, no. Every time I do this, yeah, I can never find. But you know what? I don't know. You were here for it, I think. Buddy comes and hangs out. You know, I'll carry your burdens with you. We'll chill out, right? You know, and he's coming in to bring his sword in to join you. So then it goes from 9 to the 10. That's the completion, and so that you're together in harmony. And he will give his pentacle to complete the 9 to the 10, and you guys can, with his pentacle that he comes in, he will bring completion. Yay! I know, right? I've been doing that a lot too. Seriously. Hmm. Stagnant. When will it change? When will it change? Oh, oh, the tower just fell. Whatever. Whatever. We'll rebuild it. Once he stops being a dodo bird. Like, if he doesn't, then too bad. Something new will come along. I have faith. I'm good. Just no more bullshit. That's all. And I'm done with that. If you're gonna bring more bullshit in, then that's it. To be gone. To be gone. Cause judgment time. Right? That's judgment. Yes. I don't know why I second guess these obvious ones. Yeah, death and rebirth, Scorpio. Yeah, I live with a Scorp. The father of my two children is a Scorpio. Yeah, Scorps. I call him Pinchy, Mr. Pinchy. They don't pinch with their claws. Damn, that stings. It's like, damn. Ah, especially towards a Capricorn. Yikes. Not good. It can be pretty vicious. But most of the time, it's just chill. Yeah, it's just hanging out. So yeah, it's judgment time. Yeah, but you know what? I think he is ready to do that judgment though. He's coming in. It's judgment time. But you know, yeah, and you have all the pentacles and stuff, and they're like, all right, come on, come speak the truth, come. Yes, it's time. It's time to have that holy truth. This is Archangel Michael coming in, giving you, blessing you with the opportunity of, here you go. It's judgment time. It's truth revealed. Like no more bullshit. Yes, you're getting it this weekend, in the next couple days, moon and blood moon and all. Yep. This is coming up. Yep, judgment time. Yay, great. There you go. And Michael's been showing up every reading, so I'm not surprised. And you got the high priestess, so you're bringing your truth in. Follow your intuition, follow your guide. This is like, you got the Bible, you have God on your side, you have everything on your side. You have Christ on your side. It's the duality, it's the balance, it's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. It comes right after judgment, at the same time as judgment. She's blowing, Michael's blowing the judgment of truth, of holy truth. And then you're just there knowing in your truth and your intuition. Like, there's no bullshit that can be told in this. Because if he tries, or anyone tries to bullshit, the truth comes out. Like, you know, it's like almost being under hypnosis. Like, you know, like you can't control your lies, because if you try to lie, you try to bullshit, they're like, nope. Nope. Do you really want to at this point? Nope. She knows the truth. She knows the truth. She's intuitive. Like, you know, she's just waiting on the judgment call. Well, judgment happens. There you go. Let's one more. Sing one more. It almost flew out, but then it jumped right back into the deck again. Nope, not that card. See, this makes happy. See, if I saw something like a sword card, I'd be pissed, except, unless it's the ace. But here we have it. The Ten of Wands. There you go. You've gathered, there's the completion card right there. You've gathered it all out. All right, and you know the truth, and now judgment is coming. To speak is the truth. You can follow your intuition, because he's coming in, and he's finally fucking putting an end to this. Also, you can be harmony with each other. Make sure you have the strength, because it's coming, and he's gonna offer that cup, and it's gonna be good. So you don't need to be like this anymore, because homie's gonna come hang out. He's gonna come and then complete the wands, so the judgment happens. How can you improve your relationship? How can you improve your relationship? Do you need cards to tell you that? Sometimes just asking the question makes you wonder. Do you need a card? Do you need a card for that? Actually, alright, you know what? I will give you a card for that. I will. I will. I will. I don't think you need one, but I will. Okay. Alright. Okay. You win. There, you got your Six of Wands. Okay, you got your last one. You completed it. You deserve that. Congratulations. It's like winning the lottery. You got your last one, and he's coming to bring it to you. He's like, do 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 do. Here's the one. That's awesome. Ah, thanks. You know, you got him. You got him, man. Especially when shit's happening. Kind of like, you know what? I don't want to feel that way. You know, I'm tired of feeling that way. You know, so it's time to switch perspectives and surrender. Surrender. I can release my need to control. So release control. That's how you're going to improve your relationship. If you release the control. Or does he need to release some control? Does he have some ego he needs to put aside? Maybe when he comes in for that wand, you can remind him that, you know what, things are good and can be good. We need to just surrender to the things that are bringing us down. Release the control issues, codependency and control issues. Here, I will read it from the book because these oracle ones are good to read in depth. What are we surrender? I hate when they don't. Oh no, okay, they do it alphabetically. Some books you're like looking at it and it makes you flip through the whole thing like in nonsense just to get like you're like, why is this card at the beginning? Like, and then it says like number 37, but you're at the beginning of the book. I don't know. Sometimes they're getting better, but some books you're just like, what the hell? No, okay, wait. Success. Surrender. You know what? I stopped on success. So just so you know, the message is also I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Success. Well, you know, I'm going to read success too because I stopped on that one. So, success can mean many things to the ego self, but the soul only knows one triumph, and that is to love. When your soul is no longer manifested in the physical dimension, it is a time of reflection on how successful it was with that endeavor. The soul doesn't care how big your house was, or how nice your car was, or how many bank accounts that you had. The soul only cares about how you expressed love and compassion. In the infinite wisdom of the universe, the more love you demonstrate, the more you will receive. Law of attraction. And even your ego's definition of success is altered. Your notion of how you would be perceived as successful will change. The material things that you thought would make you happy will not have the same appeal. Yeah, if you change that perspective, what might have made you happy before, all of a sudden, you know, I guess that's kind of like to my energy right now, you know, like I could be sad about it. I could be angry about it, but I've already been through that emotions and I don't want to be, you know? So I don't want to be there anymore. So why put myself in it? Okay. Surrender. Now we're going to go to the actual card. I released my need to control. You need to understand the distinction between power and control. You have the power of internal control, but very little external control over people or situations. The majority of your external control is through the power of influence. You can lead by example. Every soul has its own unique path, and it is not your job to dictate it. Giving advice or direction in a compassionate manner is the way to go. Your soul too has a path, and you possess the power to control it. But you must surrender the illusion that you have control over another. See? Do you want me to reread that? No. Your soul too has a path, and you possess the power to control it. But you must surrender the illusion that you have control over another. Remember that this is a process, and from time to time your ego will rise up and demand that things be the way that they should be. Envision a hot air balloon being loaded up with all the things that you think you need to control, and let them just ride away in the balloon. You'll be surprised to find that when you release the energy of control and accept the energy of surrender, doors will open that you never expected. Because you have now given the universe space in which to materialize what is needed for your highest soul growth. So take all those things that you don't need, visualize everything that I'm trying to control, everything that I don't need to control, and just let it go away. Once you've created that space and you're no longer letting go or being tied to these things that you're trying to control, then all of a sudden they can come in and manifest something to take its place that's better because you have learned from the stuff that you're letting go. That is like law of the universe, right? Let go of the things that do not serve in order to bring in the new. And usually the new will come in and bring you something better because you have learned from letting go of the things that don't serve you. If you don't let it go and you don't accept that you need to purge the things and let go and fully let go and grasp it in understanding, then it will bring back to you the same thing again. And then until it'll keep bringing it back until you realize that you no longer need to control it and let it go. And then when you finally let it go, something else comes in its place, and this time it's better. Doesn't mean it doesn't have its series of things that you have to learn from, but at least you'll come with something better. Because that's where stagnation happens, and you keep repeating karmic cycles all the time because you're not going forward in a new light. You're not moving forward and letting go. So release that control. And you know what? And it's so easy to blame the other person for that control. Like, my God, they're full of control. And then when you stop and think of how much you're trying to control, you're like, damn, I'm harsh on him, but I'm the same way. I'm doing it too. Right? See? You needed that card. I was like, no, no. She needs a cards. And that's right. That's right. Surrender. Surrender to the control. Give it away. Give it away and you'll feel so much better. I think I needed to hear that too. I do that all the time. Like talking to someone, I'm like, yeah, that's a lesson for me too, man. Seriously. We're trying to control too much shit. Just let the universe guide it, you know? And that's what the moon is about, is like, you know, about this whole eclipse and moon and everything. It's the longest one too, so it's gonna stay in this. And then it's like you need to learn from it and you need to let go of the toxic crap and stuff. And it's really about getting it in motion and getting things a lot of people are feeling and a lot of people are going to get, it's really shaking people up, you know? Like, yeah, you know, if you're just like out there and you're like, why are people acting so bizarre? Well, it's because they feel that shakedown. They feel the, you know, like, and some people don't, they're not ready. They're not ready to accept the shakeup. So it freaks them out a little because they're those that stay in their bubble and they don't want, they're like, no, 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 no. It's too dangerous out there. I don't have a torch. It's too dark out there. What if they get me? It's safer in my bubble, you know. But then the eclipse is here to like pull you out, whether you like it or not, and it scares the piss out of some people. Like, you know, but us who are more used to it and we're okay with flowing in the light and we're okay with being pulled out, there's nothing to pull you out of. So we can handle it better. It's still a shakedown though, no less. Somebody came in, right? You have an Ace of Pentacles. That's good. I don't know who this is for. Someone came in, I think. Didn't they? Hmm. Well, did she leave? Lion Hearts? You know, I kind of try to read the text when, but if she's still here, I think you're part of this too. I think what Oops, I deleted a message. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, Anne. I deleted one of your messages. I was clicky. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, whatever. I think it was something about career, right? I think, but that was an old message. I was just kind of reading. So anyway, someone came in and asked for something, but sometimes I see them, but I'm like explaining, so then I have to relook after. So if they're still here, you have Ace of Pentacles and you have the World. So you know what I think? Yeah, yeah, I think that was, I might have deleted the comment. So, so who, I don't know, whoever watches this, okay, that last reading kind of, others I'm sure are resonating to it too. And it's like, it's kind of in general about the moon. So with this moon, we're going to have a lot of new opportunities come into light. And we're starting new cycles and we're starting, and that's it, Scorpio, the rebirth, the death and transformation. We're going into a new cycle now. This moon is like the beginning of the wheel turning into a new, right? And the Eight of Wands going straight into action, straight into action. So that's, creative, going straight into action, going straight, knowing what you want, boom. Like the, it's like you shot out the wands, like you have a bow, and here's for my Saggies, and the bow goes, and it can only either go higher, but then eventually it's going to drop down to the ground. So like these are like you shot it out. You shout it out, and it's out there, and you're going forward, and you're moving forward, and you're taking on something new, and you're starting a new cycle. We've dropped the things that don't serve us anymore. Yeah, yeah, that's a Sag, isn't it? Or Venus, yeah, it's a Venus energy. It's like the Lady Venus. It's very Virgo, but Virgo. Virgo is Temperance, isn't she? The Virgo card is Temperance, I think. Is Virgo, I think, or is it World? I don't know, but she kind of reminds me of it. Yeah, Virgo. It's Virgo. Well, Virgo doesn't have the Moon card. There's another one. Yeah. My baby is a Virgo. Virgos are nice. They're Earth signs. They're my Earth homies. I like the Earth homies. 20%. Okay, so I feel like. Do you want me to pull another one of those Oracle cards, or? Oh, you're a Virgo. I'm a Virgo moon too. Nice. I'm a Capricorn Virgo moon, and Capricorn. Yes, Scorpio rising, Virgo moon, and what was the Venus? Venus. That's it. I'm a Sagittarius Venus. I was trying to think of that earlier. I was like, I know I'm a Sagittarius something, and it's the Venus. The Venus. That's what it was. Right. Okay. So let's do it one more oracle. I think we've completed what we needed. Like unless there's something else specific, But I think I'll do one of these cards again. Well, and I'll read it from the book. I don't know. I'm getting the feeling that we've completed what we needed to say, but I think I have one more message. Hmm. Oh, interesting. I wasn't expecting that, but okay. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. You know, it, and then you got the world, and then you got all the people in the world, and we're all connected, all together. Yeah, know that you're not alone. You're not alone. You're right. Like we are all connected to this energy, the collective. Like even on YouTube, when I jump in live streams and I'll see the same names and the same people or whatever, and you almost can feel their energy, and it's like it is a soul family. And know that even when you're in your worst and you're feeling alone and you're feeling betrayed and you're feeling, like, ugh, like there's so much of those burdens, there's so much of those swords, and and it just you feel lonely, or someone's making you feel lonely. But know that there's so much energy and there's so much people and everybody is in doing their life for their own spiritual journey, and to keep the positive things and the positive people with you, and then they can uplift you into a better light, by surrounding yourself with positive people. Yeah, and I was too, man. I was too. And you know what? Honestly, you know what? I'm going to be honest here. Last night, okay, I had a talk with the person that's been making me feel into that place for like weeks now. And then it really felt good. It really felt good. Like, and I was like, yes, we have that chance to reboot and just be friends, be the best, like awesome again. And I'm like, there's chance, and had that hope that we can go back to that. And I told him straight up, I'm like, I'm not making a decision because I don't want to make promises that I can't keep. We're so on the line right now. I'm like so like in my emotions right now. I felt like those cards, like those, and then but then it came hopeful, and I was like, you know what, I can do this. I can do this. We can be good again. And just as I thought things were good, he like betrayed me. You know what I mean? Like, and he just, and I was like, why would you do that? Why? When everything was finally good. When everything was finally good. Like, we finally was like, you know what? It's so hard to go forward when there's so much bullshit going on. But when both people, and like I said earlier, we had that moment where we were just talking and it was just normal again, and we just laugh and be ourselves again. And I know he understood that because when we went to leave, he came up beside me and I rolled down my window and he's like, thanks. Like, thanks for this. Like, thank you. Like, it was so sincere. And I was like, oh, fuck, there's hope. There's hope here. And then I don't know why, man, all of a sudden out of blue, I'm just like, why would you do this? Why would you do this? When everything was awesome good, why would you do this? And he couldn't answer. I asked him like 5, 6 times and he couldn't answer that question. He couldn't. I'm like, why would you do it? And he's like, but why would you do it? Why? And honestly, like, and I was so angry, and then I couldn't sleep last night, and then I was thinking about it, and like, just let it out. It's just like, let it out. You need to just let it out. And then it's like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. You know, and now it's kind of like, you know what? But now I am letting it go. I'm like, no, I want to create that space for something good. And if he can come into that space and create something good so we can move forward and be like that again, he obviously chose that he didn't want to, and it's so sad. And I finally got to that moment last night that it was so unfortunate. I'm like, why does it have to be that way? Why did he choose that? Why? I think he has so much inner demons that he can't embrace love. And I wrote him that. I was like, what is it so much about love that you can't accept? Why is it so bad to be loved? Why is it so painful to be loved? That's your problem. And he tried to put it all on me. No, your problem is that you are afraid of love. So anytime you have someone love you or come close to you, you just shut them down because you're like afraid to love. You're afraid that they're gonna backstab you and betray you. I'm like, you're never giving me a chance. I didn't even do anything. We're just friends. We're just friends. And and it was like so afraid of. All of a sudden, I came into his life, and I'm someone that's full of love and energy, and does things from the heart. And he couldn't accept that. He couldn't accept that, to be loved, to just love. And I had to try to labelize it and stuff. I'm like, I'm not trying to be your girlfriend. I'm not trying to step in and be a mistress or some shit. We're just good friends. I'm a happy person, and I like what we have. And that's all. That is all. And like, as soon as he felt and he felt like he betrayed me, it would just spiral. And he tried to make it look like it was me. It was me the whole time. I'm like, no, it's you. You're so afraid of love. And it's so unfortunate to be a person to love so much. And like my family, my friends, my anyone. And for them to reject you out of love because they're afraid of love. What are you doing then? It must be a shitty place in your head. It must be a shitty place to be if you treat people unfairly and you backstab them because you're so afraid to love and you're so afraid of their love, you know. And then I ask myself, why do I want to stay? Why do I want to stay in it? Maybe because I feel like I can somehow make him love. Maybe that's my issue. I don't know. Now I'm getting all metaphoric again. But I let it go. It's time to let go. And know you're not alone. Stay with the people who bring you to that level, not the ones that keep you there or want you there. You can crumble the tower, but I have tons of people that are willing to bring me stones and bring me supplies to build a new tower. If you're not going to be there to supply the supplies and build something good because you threw the dynamite in and made it explode, well, I'm sorry. I thought that you'd be a person that would come and bring me my materials and bring me some bricks or help me build it and throw in a joke and maybe have a beer while we do it. Or I don't know, you know what I mean? You know, it's sad. It is sad. It is sad. It's sad. People that you care for that do that. So hopefully the moon shakes them up a little bit. And you never know. Maybe they will come in with the truth. A different type of truth. The universe does that in weird ways. In weird ways. And like I was saying earlier, you know, like maybe you don't want to be the one to light the match, but if the universe thinks that you should, you will. I did. And I didn't even have a lighter. 77 minutes. So that's it. Wait. I didn't read that card. You know, before I end this, I'm going to read it. I put it all away and I didn't read it. I talked to you about it, but okay, let's read it before I end the stream. So it was loneliness. Uh, loneliness. Loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. This card has come to you because you must be reminded that there is a difference between being lonely and being alone. Feelings of loneliness originate from a sense of not appreciating the most important person in your life, you. If solitude seems like an affection, you need to work on creating a healthy relationship with yourself. Only then will you attract others who will nurture your soul. If you don't develop a healthy relationship with yourself first, you will only draw unhealthy relationships to you. To create a healthy, positive relationship with yourself, you must begin to feel worthy of love. The pessimism of this physical dimension can affect your self esteem if you don't have the strong conviction that you are valuable and meaningful. Don't view solitude as a weakness. It is merely your soul telling you that it's time to do some inner work and reevaluate your path before you start to shine. As you sit there in silence of your soul, you will realize that your spirit family, teachers, and guides are with you. You're never alone. See what I mean? And that's what yesterday when I had that in the middle of the night meltdown. Well, it wasn't a meltdown, but whatever. You know, I said, I'm not going to cry, but nah. You know, I'm looking up the dead moon and just going, I'm not alone. That's true. I have a lot of friends and family and support and stuff. And